Hello, sculpture students. Today we're going to start making our latex mold out of our model so we can cast. So here I have the model. Here is a previously done model is under. You can see the latex around it. So we need a rim that goes around it of this latex material. So you need to make sure you're thinking of the surface of the board a little bit. And I'll talk about that and all the materials that we're going to use. One thing you have is some of this putty. We need to keep our model from moving. So I'm going to place the putty on the board, but not too thick because I don't want anything to be able to get under my model. So I'm flattening it out and it's sticky. So it's like a sticky tack, and now I'm going to push my form down. If I ruin any of the texture, I might need to come back and add the texture. So I have it attached, it won't fall. So now I need to look and make sure that there are no gaps underneath that it can sneak under. And I can see I should push the head down a little bit more. If I have some, I could take some of this putty, roll a little coil, and fill it in so that it will not become a problem when casting. Okay. All right, next I need to create a release because we're going to cover this with latex and later on with some cheesecloth material. And what I do not want is the latex to become one with my model. I need them to release. So, mold release, I feel like I'm giving an ad. Mold release is the more professional thing to use. I have some here. In the past, we have always used Vaseline, and it works too. Another thing that works is vegetable oil. All right. So you guys at home, any of these things will work. Okay. We need something that basically will keep like an emulsion, like oil and water. They won't mix, and the latex is water soluble. So if we have a oil greasy surface, it won't mix. So I am going to use this, shake it up. Now, so I'm making sure I'm going out about an inch all the way around it on the board. Okay, and you can test to make sure it feels greasy. Now, I have a brush here that has Vaseline on it. If I was doing the Vaseline, I would simply just brush it all the way around to make sure I'm getting it on the surface, and I'd want to get it in all the cracks. So you notice when I was spraying at different directions. So if you have like spray oil for cooking, you can use that. You want to make sure you're moving it around. Okay, now the first step is to get layer of latex on. So here's my rubber latex. You guys that took it home, it's in a different container. The brush that I'm going to use, I will need to clean immediately after, or it will ruin the brush. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just dabbing it on. And I would suggest dabbing rather than brushing because you don't want to destroy the mold release that you just put on. This will take, so I'm also putting it directly on the board. And this will take about a day or a class period to dry. Okay, when you feel like you've stippled all the areas and you've got latex into all the texture and all the grooves, And you've also added latex about an inch or two out all the way around the form. You want to make sure you're spinning it around and checking, because you'll see areas where it's kind of pulled away from the mold release, or maybe areas that you missed. And you want to make sure you go back and you get those. It shouldn't be too thick, but it should be a coat. All right, from here, we just set it to the side. We let it dry about a day. And the next, step 2, we will add some cheesecloth to it, and there'll be another video for that. Now, we need to clean these brushes because the latex will dry. All right, have a good day.